let's jump right into this outfit. So here I am wearing this investor shirt by Turkle and Smith because ultimately the goal is to become an investment investor or really, should I say I am already? I might as well. I am an investor, okay? So that's my shirt right there. I topped it with this beautiful pink blazer from H&M. And of course, we are wearing the Bergwijn brooch. This is a brooch from my logo, made like basically my logo turned into a brooch. Because the idea behind it is that I always want to be branded wherever I go, especially when I go to work, on set, or whatever it is. And have my brand on me. But the problem is I'm not really much of a t-shirt kind of girl. And like when I do a t-shirt, I typically like, throw a blazer or a jacket, like a denim jacket or something over it. I don't really wear shirts much. Like I'm more into dresses and, like beautiful things. And not saying that shirts aren't beautiful, but that's just not really me. And so I thought, I love brooches. Brooches are me. And that way I can always have my brand on me without having to feel like I need to always wear a shirt. Like sometimes I want to dress up and have like a beautiful dress on, like, like let's say a black dress, because a lot of times when you're behind the scenes, you're wearing a black garment, right? And typically I would do a black dress, especially in the summer. But then again, I don't have my logo on me. But there we have a solution. Like I could still dress up and have my logo, the best of both worlds, right? So that's that. I absolutely, like, I gotta say this one more time, I absolutely love it. It's amazing. And I'm pairing it with these distressed denim jeans that I've had forever. I believe these are from Zara. And here are my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Sam Edelman mules. It is a satin finish fabric. You guys have seen it if you watched, what is it? The one with Nikko. The second fashion shows I've done. I wore this exact heel. We got the rhinestones on it. And typically I'm not really into rhinestones, but I feel like this is very classy. Perfectly done. Got details on the back with more rhinestones on it. Love it. 10 out of 10. Okay, I don't wear it much, but whenever I do, it got me feeling like that girl. And then I have just regular diamond studs. Those were a gift. Got this ring on, gift from my mommy. This beautiful bracelet with the opal in it. It is blue, but sometimes it can appear white. Like when I tilt it like this, for example, like at an angle, it has like shades of pink and orange and purple. But yeah, beautiful. And of course got my watch on and it's dead. But that is my outfit for today. Hair and makeup by me. Let's jump right into fashion views. I actually wanted to do a last one for the year, and I already had a guest in mind and everything, but then life was just lifing, so much was happening, so I said, you know what, let's just go ahead and do a recap, which is why we're here today. Thank you for being here with me. I want to talk about the first one, the one that I set myself down and talk to you with me, like set myself down, talk to myself about moving from Amsterdam to Atlanta. It's been an amazing journey. It's not always been easy. It's been very difficult at times. There were times where I was like, why am I actually doing this? Because I can go home, get me a very well paid job, and live life, but I also always remembered why I came here. Why did I do it in the first place? I did it because I wanted more for myself. That's number one. I did it because I want to give my children things that I didn't have. And don't get me wrong, I had it good, okay? I had it very well. I never been a day without food, except for the days that I chose not to eat. But like I haven't been in a space where my mom couldn't feed me, or we didn't have no place to stay, or anything bad. Like I always had a roof over my head, whether we lived with family or my mom's own place. But it was never like ever like really bad, okay? However, I still want to give my children more than what my mom was able to give me, because you know, of course, she did everything that she could have done, and she's done very well. She's done amazing, and she paid my tuition for me, which is even more amazing. But I want to be able to do that for my kids. And fortunately for my mom, she only had me, so she only had one kid to worry about, right? However, I really think that I want to have 3 kids. So mind you, putting 3 kids through college, you know. And um, I didn't have much of a student loan, and I don't want that for my kids either. So I want to be able to put my kids through college if they want to go, and you know, have them go there debt free. So with that being said, you know, those were main reasons for me moving from Amsterdam to Atlanta. And of course, I was just ready for something amazing, something new. You know, I was ready to just explore the world. I love traveling. I love going from place to place, and I love seeing different cultures, learning about them, trying new foods. So I said, let's just go to Atlanta. Well, my friend, she suggested actually, and I was like, yeah, why not? And so I thought, let's just pack up my bag, let's go. Like I was living there at that time, the last month, and I was there, but my mind, like my soul was already here. It's just crazy how that was going, but I think that it was one of the best decisions I've made so far in my adult life. Highly recommend. You know, whether it's moving from a different city within your country or state, to moving across the globe, moving wherever it is. If you have it on your heart to move, if you believe in God and God is telling you to move, move quickly, expeditiously, okay? With speed. No, for real, but I highly recommend people moving, because not only do you grow and develop yourself, because you're in a space where you've never been, you have to like acclimate and get used to the environment. You also have to like do a lot on your own, and that requires you to seek help. You know, a lot of times people need help, but they're not willing to seek help because they're maybe afraid of what the other person would say. They might look at it as a weakness, and it's really not. It actually shows strength. It shows boldness, because now you gotta go up to people and you gotta say, hey, this is what I need. Help me. And it's either yes or it's no, but that's the worst thing they could say. No. You know what I mean? And like Jasmine and I talk, like no matter how many no's you get, at some point you'll get a yes. But it's all about your determination. It's all about you doing exactly what it is that you need to do, and keep going no matter how hard it is, no matter how difficult, and no matter what people think or say. You just keep going and keep going the thing that is your purpose, that you're required to do, that you feel in your heart is right for you to do, right? So that's that. But it's been a journey that I wouldn't trade for anything else, honestly. Not only my personal growth, but also the skills that I acquired here, not just fashion design skills, but also skills that help me in life to become a better person, and also, um, you know, like just all around. Literally, like my whole life was just different and elevated, and it's all as a result of me taking the step and moving and being bold enough to say, nobody's believing it, nobody's seeing this for me, but I'm gonna do it anyway, because this is what I believe is right for me. And that's another thing that Jasmine and I, model Jasmine, Raiford and I discussed. Sometimes people don't see it for you, but you have to see it for yourself. And once you see it, a lot of times when people don't see it, it's because either they don't think you could do it, they don't believe in you, or they just think that you're just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And it's up to you whether you want to prove them wrong. And sometimes, well, people say sometimes, well, you don't do things to prove people wrong. I feel like it's great motivation. Like if I think about everybody who said, you shouldn't move to America, you're not gonna make it, it's not your time yet. If I had listened to those people, I want to be here 8 years later, for one. And two, I took it upon myself to prove them wrong because I felt like that was my motivation. My motivation for going hard was I gotta prove them wrong. I know that I could do this. I believe in myself. And it's not in a sense of I'm proving them wrong so that they could finally start believing in me. No, it's proving them wrong because there's also a part in me that wants to side with them. And the reason why the part in me wants to side with them is because that part in me is looking at the reality. The reality is like it's difficult. Reality is I don't have the money to go to school. I'm not in school. I dropped out. It's not working. The things that I thought I would be achieving right now, I'm not achieving. You know what I mean? So that little part in me that was being realistic wanted to side with them. So really, like ultimately, they were a mirror of the little part in me that didn't see it either, right? And so I'm saying with me proving them wrong, I'm also mainly proving myself wrong, right? Because the biggest part in me knows I can do this. I believe in me. I know that God told me this. I heard him. I heard him loud and clear, right? And so I want to prove every part in me wrong. And really because they are that representation, they are that physical part that is still like over here yapping in my ear, okay? So all of that, um all of that, okay. I hope all of that makes sense. But then we had stylist Nikko. I'm jumping from me going to stylist Nikko, and he is a stylist in Dallas, Texas. He recently came out with a style directory where he is, well, it's like a black designer directory, right? So he got all these pieces from black designers and he put them together in a manual for us, to have to our disposal in case we are looking to support black owned brands but we don't know where to find them, or frankly we don't know who these designers are, so we don't know that these pieces were made by them, because some of the pieces were in Nordstrom and we would have never known that it was a black designer had he not told us, you know what I mean, or have we not done the research for ourselves basically. But when Nikko was here, he talked about accentuating, your waist, for example, and I asked him how or what is a great tip to accentuate your waist, and he said belt it. Okay, put a belt on it. I personally am not major on belts. However, I just recently purchased a belt. Really, because when I saw this belt, I didn't like look up belts. I was just shopping, and when I saw it, I was like, yo, this belt is it. Like, I just really see this belt, and it will just like add to whatever outfit, like it will elevate whatever look it is that I have, right? And so I said, okay, I'm gonna add this to the cart. And I had it in my cart for a while, and I was like, I'm not sure that I'm really gonna wear this. Should I really get it? Because I also don't want to buy it and now it's sitting in my closet forever. But then again, it's such a major statement piece that even if I don't wear it often, the 1 or 2 times that I wear it, I'm gonna wear it well, you know? So we talked about belts, we talked about, accentuating the waist, and that there are different body types. I'm not going to tell you guys what the body types are because, as we said then, I wanted you guys to actually go do the research for yourself and learn, because I'm sure that when you research it, you also come to find out what your body type is and how to actually dress for it. And he also has like different style directories about finding clothes for your body type and shape, and the things that you want to wear when you have a specific shape. We don't only have the hourglass, we also have all kinds of different shapes that you should go do the research on. Anyway, what else did Nikko say? Dress for the occasion. Dress for the occasion. You don't want to just put anything on, okay? You don't want to just be there and be like, you know what, I am thinking this. Hold on, guys, I'm getting all these messages that I'm like, so I'm shaking up this thing. Let me turn on my focus. Okay, I hope that didn't pause too much over there, but I don't want to get distracted, so I had to. Yeah, so Nikko was talking about dressing for the occasion. A lot of times people think like, oh, let's just dress, but they don't look at where they're going. Because yeah, you can dress, but are you dressing appropriately for the event that you're attending? You know what I mean? Like you don't wanna go to a black tie event and you're just wearing what? What is wrong to wear at the black tie event? Drop it in the comments. What would you not wear if you were going to a black tie event? Tell me. I would definitely not wear anything that is overly revealing. I would wear something that's very classy, and also, um, you would look at, are they, when it's a black tie event, are they asking everybody to be in black, or are they asking the ladies to maybe be in white? I don't think that would happen, but I'm just giving an example, right? So then you would just really make sure that you wear something white as a woman. And as a man, you will have your black tie. And you have your nice suit or tuxedo, whatever it is, that is appropriate for that event. Like if I'm going to a Christmas gala, I might wear something that is a red gown or a black gown or something with sparkles, something like festive and holiday. I wouldn't wear this to no Christmas gala. Let's just be clear. you know? Um, so you really look at where are you going, who is going to be there, what are they going to wear, or what do you think that they would wear? Is there any instruction in the invitation? Like, is there a dress code on the invitation? You would really look at all those things and take it into consideration when you're planning your outfit, right? Now, we had fashion designer Lauren after Nikko, and she talked about being part of the Shein X program, which is a program by Shein for designers or aspiring designers and artists that they basically help put their collection out there. She had this beautiful jumper on that I ended up ordering for myself because I just love that piece so much, and besides it, I also wanted to support the girl, okay? It is very tall girl friendly, but the collection is just beautiful. Obviously vintage is her brand, and she has a lot of pieces, well, mainly pieces, or really all her pieces are inspired by vintage, the vintage era, okay? What I like about her pieces is that she tells a story. No matter what piece it is, it will have a vintage story behind it, because that's just really what she's into. So she's not just selling a product that she wants to sell, but she's also selling a part of her, because whatever she's creating really comes from how she likes to dress, how she likes to be seen. But she also keeps in mind the different body types. Again, here we have the body type. Like for example, she had this it was a two-piece. It was a skirt and a top, but in the skirt, the way it was cut, it will actually accentuate your waist automatically because of the illusion that it creates, okay? And then it had like an elastic band in the back that would also help curvier girls have more room, because the elastic would of course expand, but also again the girls with no waist, it would also snatch them back in. Crazy how that goes, but it's beautiful. um, she talked about finding confidence in how to dress and expressing yourself through your garments, which I can also very much relate to. I like to express myself in how I dress, and also sometimes not so much express, right? For instance, like I'm wearing this beautiful pink blazer, but I haven't had this much pink on, light pink that is, in years, like since I was a child probably. And the reason why I wouldn't really wear light pink is because I always appeared much younger than I am, and I felt like if I wear pink, it's gonna make me look even more younger, or a lot younger, and I don't want people to think I'm a kid. Like people already think that I'm nearly a child, and now, you know what I mean? I didn't want that for myself, so pink was one of the colors I used to stay away from, right? But then I would wear a lot of black to express myself in a classy way, because black can be very sleek, very classy. Or I would wear colors like beige and like more like earth tones and browns, because sometimes they can like also appear very very classy if done well. You know, it can just be earthy and flowy, but it can also be very classy, right? So I would express myself in a way that I would appear more mature in my clothing rather than more childish, because I wanted to be perceived, you know, more mature and older, and not like older, like aging older, but I just didn't want people to think I'm a child. Okay, I was tired of it. And so clothes are a great way to express yourself, whether you want to express yourself in a way that I did, like in the sense of maturity, because sometimes people were confused. They were like, how old are you? Because you look like you're a child but you dress so mature. So people would really ask me like, what is going on? Like, I'm not getting it, you know. So you can um express yourself like a maturity in clothes, but you can also express like creativity. So if you are a very creative person, a lot of times you will be very bold in your colors, bold in your prints, and you would do like mix and match and just like do a lot of color blocking, all of the good stuff, right? And if you sometimes are like more somber, you could resort to black. If you were um, somebody that doesn't really think about clothes and you're more like, I'm here to just do business and work, you know, you could do like business formal, business casual, and dress up like that. Or you could be like Steve Jobs, where he would just like wear one tone shirt every day with jeans, and he's like, I'm not putting energy in clothes, I'm putting it in my work. So I'm just having everything laid out already. I'm wearing the same thing every day. Like, I'll just have a million of the same outfit and just wear it every day and not think about it. Like, sometimes I do see people, there's this particular gentleman that works at a fabric store that I used to go to often, and he is a very kind, very friendly person. And every time I would see him, he would wear the same outfit, and it's black, right? And one time I really wanted to be like, I want to be your business, sir. What makes you wear this outfit every time I come up here? Why are you always wearing the same thing over and over and over and over again? Is it because you're going through something, or is it because you don't want to put thought into your clothes, or is it because that makes you actually stand out, because now you have people wondering about you? Because it did give a sense of mystery, right? So whenever I see people like that, I'm like, what is your story? What makes you choose the outfit that you choose, and what makes you keep repeating it? If you are somebody like that, please share in the comments, because I honestly would like to know. I'm not being rude, I'm not being mean, I'm just really curious. Like, what is your thought process behind you wearing that same outfit over and over and over again? Like, I'm not talking about having this blazer on now and like maybe next week or the week after wear it again with a different shirt and a different pair of pants. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you have this exact same outfit on today, tomorrow, the day after, the week after. No pause, no stop. You just always have exactly the same, like it's your uniform at this point. Why? Why do you do that? Why this particular outfit? Did something happen to you? Is it because you're not putting any thought in your outfit? Really share your fashion view with me in that aspect, okay? Genuinely, respectfully. um, so, you know, clothes, I feel like is a major way to express yourself, to round that up. Then we talked with Jael. My girl is doing so great. She just woke up to 25K followers. That is wonderful. I'm so happy. I'm here for that. Okay, I'm so here for that. And she has these pants that she created. They're Jael jeans, and they have done a number. Okay, they have gone viral. They have gone, my girl, over 25K followers, and we are here for it. So the Jael jeans are jeans I read on it that she created in 2021, or at least the idea came, and then she didn't make it until this year. So I think she made it last year. So she had the idea in 2021, probably created it in 2022, but didn't release it until 2023. So like over a span of 2 years, she's been going through whatever it is with the bands. Finally released it and it blew up. Okay, what that tells me is that sometimes we are sitting on major ideas, we're sitting on beautiful ideas, but we're not doing anything with it. And so it stops us from whatever greatness is on the opposite side of it. So I look at her story as encouragement to just really do it even when you don't necessarily believe in something. Like I get this idea of these painters, right? A lot of times these painters have an idea and they paint something, but then they don't really believe in it, so they never put it out. Or they might paint over it and actually repaint the same picture again, and they might not see any value in it until somebody else comes in and sees the value, or until they pass away, and now these paintings are worth millions of dollars. Like we have this one major painter, I think it's Rembrandt van Rijn, and he had all these paintings and nobody at his time saw value in it, especially like the night watch, right? We say the nachtwacht in Dutch. So the nachtwacht is painting that he painted of these watchmen and the night watchers. And typically people wanted to have like everybody formally standing together next to each other, all proper, and then you'll paint it or get it painted. But he didn't want that. He was like, everybody's painting that, I have a major vision. So what he did was paint a picture of everybody still in motion. This is one of my favorite paintings of all times. Okay, everybody's still in motion. We have the girl that was highlighted, we don't know who this girl is, and she is running, or and she's like in this white garment, but she has so much light on her. And we have a dog, and we have people like still loading up their guns, and people doing all kinds of stuff. Nobody was ready. People were still like going. And so whenever the painting was done, people were like, what is this? We wanted a nice proper painting of us, and here you have this, like right? So it didn't become valuable until he passed away, unfortunately. So what if he not put it out? What if he didn't? You know what I mean? It wouldn't have the value that it has today, right? So I'm saying all of that to say, sometimes we have an idea and we don't see the value of it until it's out finally, after we pushed ourselves to put it out, or somebody told us to put it out, and now it blows up. It gets us the recognition that we deserve, right? So if you're watching this and you're sitting on an idea, I want you to pick it up, finish it, do it, get it out there. Even if you don't see it, if you don't believe in it right now, go for it, because you never know who actually might love it. Like some of my, I want to say worst, but some of my work that I really didn't value are so much more valued by other people. Like a lot of times as a creator, I think that is quite normal at this point. As a creator, we often doubt the things that we're doing and creating because we might not see it. For instance, like right now, as some of you guys know, my anniversary is coming up. My Atlanta first is coming up on January 1st, and I'm creating this beautiful dress. I want to call it a dress, but it's really a two-piece, okay? But I wanted to give the illusion of it being a dress. So in the creating stages, I was doubting it a lot. I was like, this piece is not doing what I wanted to do. And here's one thing that I've learned. Stop forcing things to do what you want them to do, and sometimes go with the flow. So that's a word in there, and it's applicable, like whatever. You can apply it to many things, okay? Take it however you want to apply it. And this piece, it wasn't doing what I wanted it to do, not all the way. And so I said, you know what, let me stop forcing it to do what I want it to do, and let me go with what it's doing and accentuate and bring out what it's doing, right? Because then now I'm creating something unique. instead of seeing something as a mistake, now I'm flipping that and using the mistake for my advantage. I've done that with so many pieces before, but with this piece, like I had to remind myself, because I haven't created it so long, and I had to remind myself, like, yo, that's what you do. You do that. You take this piece and you flip it around and you work with the mistake, and now it's intentional, right? First it was like, this is what it's doing, I don't want it to do this, but now since it's doing this, let's see what else we can add on in to accentuate it and make it more purposeful. And rather than like sobbing over it not working, make it work however else, and it's becoming unique. And I was trying on this piece and I was like, okay, it's still not going where I need it to go. Like, how do I do this? And I'm talking to God about it. I'm like, God, I need vision, I need understanding, I need to know how to finish this. And God has shown me as I go, do this, do that right here, work with this, right? And now yesterday I was trying it out and I was like, yes, it's coming along, it's becoming. And I was just so happy about that, because now I'm almost done. I have like a couple days and I need to like rush after this live and go get back to it, because I have the photo shoot tomorrow. Like, time went by so fast. I am freaking out a little bit. But yeah, I hope that little rant, spill, whatever makes sense. Okay, so back to Jayda. We talked about expressing again, you know, like everybody else that I just talked about, expressing yourself through garments, because Jayda said that she would just wear anything, and she was bold in expressing herself. She would wear colors and prints or whatever it is, right? And then somebody in her life was like, maybe you should just like dim it down, and maybe you should start wearing heels, and maybe you should start being more feminine. But then she wasn't really expressing who she truly was anymore, right? So don't lose yourself because somebody else doesn't see the way you like to dress. As long as you feel comfortable, as long as you're dressing for the occasion. I don't like to be revealing too much, so I would say as long as you're not revealing. But if that's what you want to do, girl, that's your business. It's between you and God. Okay? What else can we say about Jayda? I love her craftsmanship, and yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's talk about Victoria, Stylist Victoria. She's also a speaker. She has the Fearless Brunch, and I asked her, how do you pair styling with the Fearless Brunch, right? What I've seen for myself is that she'll have a themed event, and so she'll say, the last one, the one that I actually attended, was orange. So everybody was dressed in orange. No, actually, no. Let me not sit up here and lie. I wore orange. It was it orange? Yes, it was orange. I wore an orange dress, that's for sure. And then obviously vintage designer Lauren, she was there. That's how we met. She had on an orange piece too. I think it was browns and orange, like fall colors. Was it fall colors or was it like browns and orange? Either way, I wore orange. Some people there were orange, and some people were browns and neutral. So I want to say browns, neutral, and orange was the theme. Either way, she does that, or she'll have one of everybody wore pink, and then another one, basically she'll have a dress code. Okay, let's just keep it at that. She'll have a dress code, and I think that that's when a lot of people then, you know, kind of elevate their style, because they'll match up with the dress code, and they'll, you know, like the whole shebang. So that's one way. The way she decorates the plates, decorates the room, everything will just make sense with the entire team. And the one that I went to, she had like little bouquets of flowers on the plates, and everything just made sense, like from decor to color. Like even the bouquets had the natural earthy tones of colors, like it was a fall bouquet basically. Okay, Um, what else can I say? Um, so I think that she'll have her personal style incorporated in what she wants this event to really be, and you know, all of that. Like, it will be a whole story that she'll tell from beginning to end, and it will be cohesive at the very same time. um, she also talked about confidence, and one thing that was so key or so beautiful that she said is that a lot of times she'll ask people to speak at her event, and they're like, oh no girl, why me? Like, no, like, I'm not a speaker, I don't speak. But what she said that was so beautiful is that if I ask you, it's because I already saw it in you, right? I'm not gonna ask you to do something that I don't see or believe in. Like, think about the people in your circle. There's specific people that you go to for specific things, right? The people in my circle, if they want style tips or if they want to know where to shop or what to wear, they'll come to me. Or if they're like, yeah, girl, this doesn't fit, like, how can I make it fit me better? I could say you could belt it, or you could bring it to me and I could do alterations, right? But so I have also friends that if I want to know something psychological, I'll go to them because I know that's their major. That's what they do. If I want somebody that, would give me more like legal advice, I would go to them because that's what they do. I'm not going to, you're not coming to me for something psychological. That's for sure. You might come to me for like a recipe, something vegan, because I'm vegan. You know what I mean? So I think that a lot of times people don't see in themselves what other people see. So she was talking about building confidence through not just through clothes, but also doing the things that make you uncomfortable. For example, speaking on camera, like, record yourself, make videos if you know that that is something you're not comfortable doing, right? Until you build up the courage and get to where you need to be and have the confidence to really do the things that you need to do, right? So basically, the example she gave was her mom is not really like out there, and so she's helping, or she did videos with her mom, and after doing all these videos, her mom built up some more courage to actually be in front of the camera because that's something she was uncomfortable with. And so the Fearless Brunch is also something that she wants to help people develop themselves and become and get greater at whatever it is that they do by being fearless, right? Being confident, being fearless about anything. um I think that's really amazing. Now let's talk about Jasmine. Jasmine Raiford. I mentioned her earlier in this video. Jasmine Raiford is a model and she has a powerful story. She basically had an incident with her left eye where glass got cut into her eye, and she lost her confidence completely, but built it back up because her grandma took her in and took her to pageant shows, and even though those shows were very expensive, they invested in her, right? And then she started modeling, and she built her confidence back up with modeling. And of course, in the beginning, nobody wanted her because she had a scar and they want models to be perfect. But as time went on, she turned those no's from those agencies into yeses later on, because everything that they told her to do, she took those things, took the advice, and actually built her portfolio. So she would invest in herself, um, schedule photo shoots, get the garments, get the photographers, get everything that she needed, do makeup collaborations, and take pictures and practice. So all of that is something that we all can take and learn from, right? We can all invest in our dreams, whatever your dreams may be. Like for me, for example, my dream is really to be an amazing fashion designer. And so the dress that I'm making for myself is also an investment in myself, right? Because I had to invest in the fabric, I had to invest in the material and the miscellaneous materials that are part of this piece. And I bought some makeup. That sounds so silly about some makeup. But I bought this makeup for this shoot, okay? I low-key want to show it. Yeah, let's go ahead because I was actually gonna do an unboxing video on that. But I went to the girl, Sephora, and I got, so you guys have seen a sneak peek of this fabric with the smoke, the steam coming off of it. So this is the same blue, okay? I got this eyeshadow stick and liner, and the reason why I got it is because I want to kind of do a monochromatic look for this. So I got this blue eyeshadow stick from Sephora, and it was an investment, right? This wasn't a major investment, but it was still an investment that I'm making because of the look that I want to create, the full look, head to toe look with the dress, right? Then I also went ahead and bought this mascara. So for you guys that know me and see me all the time, I always wear, whenever I do wear mascara, it's always blue. Or well, 99.9% is blue, okay? For the past years. And I typically do a blue by Clinique, and I get it from CVS, and Walgreens has it too. And it's a beautiful blue, but it's not as vibrant as when I first thought about what it would be, right? So over the years, that's been the blue that I've been loyal to because it works and it is blue still at the end of the day. And like when you layer up, you know, you will see it. But sometimes people have to really be like, wait a second, is that some blue eyeliner? Like today I'm not wearing any eyeliner because I still have like lashes, but they're like falling off. I have like maybe 2 or 3 left. And then you know, I got my black eyeliner, so then I was like, whatever, that will camouflage the lashes. But even sometimes when I do my wing, I'll still go with my Clinique blue. But now I got this one, okay? This bottle is just like everything. It's a very thick bottle. It's giving perfume, honestly. Perfume bottle, but it's a mascara. Okay? Actually, I didn't want to open it just yet, but let me just open it with you guys. Hold on. Let's see how beautiful, 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 beautiful this is. Can y'all see that? You see how nice and fine this is, the perfect cobalt blue. So the blue that I have, it looks more like on the stick. Like you see at the top right here, that's how that blue looks. So it's kind of like lighter and more like not as vibrant as the brush in comparison. So this right here looks like the blue that I have versus this actually being the blue. Okay, so I invested in this because of course this is much more than the Clinique one that I typically get, but I think it was all worth it because it's gonna make the look. I'm so excited. I am so excited. Okay, now talking about investing in yourself might look differently for you. Okay, for me it is investing in fabric, investing in makeup to make the look. Okay, I also bought some hair curling products because I don't want to curl my hair with heat again for tomorrow, but I still do want it to be curled, right? So investing in yourself might look like buying different books in the study that you're wanting, or the field that you're wanting to study. Okay, it might mean going to specific events, like it might mean networking events. Like if you want to become an investor, for example, you would invest in yourself by, oh my god, how ironic is that, investing in yourself. And I'm wearing this whole investor shirt. Okay, so let's see what it says. Investor, a person or organization that puts money into financial plans, property, etc., with the expectation of achieving a profit. Wow. Okay? Wow. I hope you guys can read this for yourself. I'll just pause for a second so you can read it. Okay? So investing in yourself ultimately would give you a profit after achieving those goals. So for me, with this photo shoot, like I said before, the investment is me paying for fabric, buying materials, buying thread, buying all kinds of stuff, buying makeup. But in the end, the achievement, the return that I'll get, right? The profit that I'll get is that I'll get a client that will want either the same thing or want a different unique dress. So that will be my profit, and then I'll get financial gain from it. Okay? For you, it might mean going to school, investing in school and getting your degree, and then getting the desired job. For you, it might not mean going to college. For you, it might mean take on an internship somewhere, invest your time, not getting paid, but doing all the work. And in the end, you'll get the knowledge. That'll be your profit. And once you have the knowledge, you can take on jobs and then you'll get financial gain, right? So invest in yourself could look so different for each person, but definitely take the time, take the money, take whatever it is that you can, even if it's not much, but invest in yourself and invest in your dreams. And eventually, you will reap what you sow. Okay? So Jasmine, she invested in herself and she created her portfolio and built her portfolio to where it is now. And now she's going all over, and she's in LA, she travels wherever it is, but all because she took a step in investing in herself. I want to encourage you guys, if you haven't already, to go watch all of these videos, binge it. You have a nice break until we start back up. I do plan on starting back up in January, and give you guys some time to recuperate from all this knowledge and all these fashion tips, and definitely take some time and learn from these videos, learn from these people, learn from me. Be encouraged to do the thing that it is that you really want to do. Don't just do things just for money, but do them because you love to do them, and the money will come automatically. It will follow you. Okay? Yeah, guys. Continue to share your fashion fuels with me, and I'll do mine, and I'll get some other people to do it too. Okay? Get somebody else to do it. I'm gonna get somebody else to share their fashion views with us, okay? So guys, all in all, I'd like to leave you with this. Stay confident. Dress for the occasion. Dress up. Okay, life is too short not to. Put your best foot forward in 2024 and the remaining days of 2023. Invest in yourself. Investing in yourself might mean buy that blazer. Okay? Buy that little outfit and put it on and wear it well, because sometimes dressing up makes you feel like that girl, that man, that person, the one. You know what I mean? Sometimes when you dress up, especially when you're going through a lot, that's a great time to dress up, because then you will really, how do I say this? When you're going through a lot and you dress up, it helps you to look at the world differently, right? You're noticed in different ways. When I dress up and I go to the grocery store, now everybody's extra friendly, and you know what I mean? Versus when I'm in my everyday gear, nobody's just, hi, how are you? Find everything okay? But then when your hair is done, people are like, oh my, I love your hair. People notice that. People are like, oh, you have these nice shoes on. Those are really nice, People notice things about you when you dress up, whether you realize it or not. And also, it boosts your confidence. So if you don't have any confidence, find garments that help you boost your confidence. Find something that helps you feel better about you. Get the hairstyle that helps you feel better about yourself. Ultimately, it's not about people. Yes, it is important how we dress because of how we want to be perceived, especially in a professional environment. But ultimately, it's about you. How you dress says a lot about you. It says a lot about who you think you are. It says a lot about how you see life. What do you want out of life, right? And it also says how confident are you. If I come up in a room and I got a bold fabric on, like a bold color, people know, all right, she's bold. She dares. She does something that I wouldn't dare do, right? And if I do a print, people are like, okay, she's not scared. She's not scared of prints. She's not scared of color. What else is she not scared of? It helps people notice you. And yes, sometimes you don't want to be noticed. Well, a great way to not be noticed but still be cute and classy. I was gonna say cluesy. Cute and classy. We're black. You can be very well dressed in all black. You're not being noticed, but you're still very well dressed and very well classy. Okay? You don't have to be both in your colors, but you can still dress up. You don't have to wear the most vibrant color to still look good and look nice and well kept and well maintained. And you don't have to do it like every single day. You know what I mean? You don't have to like feel pressured into looking great and looking well kept and looking well maintained and groomed every single day. But be strategic. Like if you're going to specific events, make sure that you show up. Show up for yourself. Look good. What are you losing if you look good? What would you lose if you look good? If you show up somewhere looking real good, real fine, what are you losing? I don't know either. I don't see what you could lose, but I can see what you can gain. You can gain your confidence. You can gain compliments. You can gain a conversation with somebody. You know how many conversations I've started with people, or people started with me over clothes, over a look, over shoes, over hair, over makeup? You could gain. If you feel like you ain't got no friends, baby, maybe you need to dress up. That'll get you a friend. Seriously, I'm so serious, guys. Anyway, I think you get the point. I think you get the point for real. But guys, once again, I want to thank you so much for being here. I want to thank you for watching these videos. Thank you for being part of Fashion Fuse. This is a community where we encourage each other to be the best versions of ourselves, be the best dressed people in the room whenever possible. We share style tips with each other. We share tips and tricks and goodies about becoming a fashion designer, starting a fashion design career, starting a fashion styling career, having your own styling firm, becoming a fashion model, being a successful fashion model, all of it. Even photographers, guys. That's a sneak peek, okay? We will soon talk about photographers who focus on fashion, photography only, and get their perspective on it. So photographers, don't feel left out. We'll be here soon. Stay tuned for all of that in 2024, guys. I cannot believe it. It's about to be 2024. But either way, guys, love you to life. I am so thankful, so grateful for you. And end this year well. End it powerful, okay? Be stunning. Be fashionably fabulous all year long for the remainder of 2023 into 2024 and into the far future, okay? I will see you guys very soon. Be safe. Have a fabulous 2024. I pray you make it very well into the year. I pray you have a very successful end of this year, and I pray that all is well with you and your house. Love you. Bye.